before, which I'm always super excited about anytime we do that. But it's also our show director's 40th show that he's ever directed here. Let's bring our show director up here, Mr. Brian Davis. Let's hear it for this guy.
Lucky number 40.
I can't say enough great things about this guy. 40 shows, just to give you guys a little bit of perspective. We do three show seasons a year. And Brian has never done more than one show in a season. So that's 13 plus years of rock school, rock and roll, teaching, developing young minds, challenging, creating all-stars, and constantly raising the bar here. He's been an incredible inspiration, I think, to a lot of the students in the show. Also to a lot of the students that have been here. There's a lot of alumni in the house tonight. Word got out that this was his 40th show. And they wanted to come and be a part of that. Because some of them are up on the wall over here for having done 20 shows. He's done 40. So we've got a couple of the staff in the house tonight that I think actually want to say a couple things about Brian, if that's cool, if you'll indulge us. We got Mr. Danny Pacelli, drum instructor extraordinaire.
Thank you. I wrote some shit out, but I threw it away. So I just wanted to say that Brian is one of the most humble people that I know personally, and maybe to a fault a little bit. A little bit. You could use a little more ego. Maybe after tonight, you'll be a little more cocky. But no, he's awesome. He was a teacher, you know, back when I was a student, and there's always, you know, a waiting list to get in to be a student of Brian's, and the passion is still there with his students, as you can see. So, but he's a tremendous dude. He's super humble. He's a great guitar player. I've played, you know, with the rock school community, and how many people I get to play guitar, you know, with. He is absolutely the best. I think everyone will say that. He is, and you don't get to see that. You just see what he does with the kids. But he is absolutely the best guitar player I know, best musician, and still teaching me stuff. You know, gave me all the cool metal tunes when I was a kid, and you know, made me dig it. And even now, you're teaching me about recording and sound and everything. And that's one of the best things about you, honestly. You just prove that the older you get, like, you can still learn, and you're still like the hungriest person to learn out of, you know, anyone I know. It's inspiring to me as it was back when I was a kid, just to see how hungry you are and how you want to learn, and it's cool. So thank you for everything you've done over the years, and
yeah,
I'm gonna shut up now. Thank you.
So for Brian, John Northcross gonna come up here and say a couple things. This is one of our OG guitar teachers. He started here as a young boy, as a student, and has seen Brian's development. He's got a couple things to say.
I wrote some shit out, but I didn't throw it away, but maybe I should have, we'll see. It's a minute and 28 seconds. Yes, I timed it. That's all I need, okay. It's no secret that Mr. Brian Davis is the longest tenured and most revered teacher at Rock School.
Yeah.
This has been the case since the school opened in 2004 and I was enrolled as a student. I remember vividly walking past his lesson room as he taught or practiced and became baffled by the sounds coming from his guitar. Not much has changed. I will say it is a bit irritating watching Brian pick up any instrument he pleases and immediately have his way with it.
Come on, man, you're the same with you. Like,
I was at a party and can recall Brian pulling crystal glasses from the home's china closet and watched him proceed to fill them with varying amounts of water, rub the rim of the glasses, and create various tones and melodies. I'm also proud to say that I had a lot of first-time experiences with Brian. The first few shows my band ever played were with his bands JJ Arms and Things Fall Apart, both here at Rock School and at other various recreational rooms in the area. My first time recording was also with him, with Buddy's Homes, Rock School here, and these times were predominantly fueled by Mountain Dew and Stadium Grill, we recently talked about. I also might have to add that my first alcoholic beverage was consumed with Brian in the vicinity, but I don't have to elaborate on that.
That wasn't my fault, right? I didn't...
Okay, anyway, the man's work ethic is bar none, and it surfaces in his ability to teach. Students cling to him and desire to remain his student for the long haul. He's always in constant motion, either fixing something, practicing a playing style, or developing his seasonal show to make it the best that it can be. And I can safely speak for all of us here that it goes a long way and it's perpetually inspirational. So Brian, we're not all here to toot your horn, but beep beep. Thanks for being you.
Jack Norcross. Let's bring Brock Benzel up to say a couple things real quick. School of Rock All-Star and
Too much.
Guitar Ninja.
I won't be long. All right, so when I was like 15 or 16, I went up to Brian and I said, "Hey Brian, me and a couple of my friends recorded like an hour of music. You want to record it for us?" And he was like, without even a doubt, he was like, "Yeah." And so we came here every day for weeks straight at like 7 a.m. And Brian was like, "There's no time too early, like let's just do it." And he was here set up, ready before we even showed up every day. And even like most of these days you were also working after it, right? So I just wanted to, you know, acknowledge Brian's dedication, and he's the most creative and the most patient. We didn't know what we were doing, we're 15-year-old kids, right? But you see all these 15-year-old kids and other ages that they show up and they come to Brian's shows and they play in Brian's shows and they learn all their parts and they come ready because it's not because they don't want Brian to be mad at them, but it's because no one wants to disappoint Brian because he cares so much about everyone here that everyone just wants to, you know, they want to do their best so that Brian will approve of them and be proud. And it's so worth it, you know? And I've done many shows with Brian, and every single one, he's just made me be a better musician, made me want to be a better musician, and constantly pushed me towards everything I've ever done. And I just want to say thanks.
Yeah, Brock. All right. We got a couple more, and then we're going to get this show back on the road. Everybody loves you, Brian.
Is this my last day or something?
I actually said that. I actually said, let's not give him any ideas. Let's make sure he wants to come back to work on Monday. I was going to get you a nice watch, but I didn't want to put that idea in your head. But Alex and Cameron love you just as much as everybody else, so let's give them a second. This is Alex Hare, our vocal instructor, and Cameron Brown, our vocal instructor, both former students. What do you guys got to say?
Brian, there's so much I could say about you. You're such an awesome person and always so encouraging and supportive. But one of my favorite memories is getting to do the Drum God show with you towards the end of my time here. It was just the coolest show. It had the weirdest music in it ever. And the really great thing about it was Brian put me on a song by the band The Mars Volta. And the song had these like crazy high notes in it, and I listened to it. I was like, why in the world would he put me on this song? I can never sing this. And it turned out awesome in the show, and it boosted my confidence as a vocalist so much. And since then, Brian has always been there. He's always been super encouraging to me and all of his students and everyone who's gotten to work with him. And he's such an incredibly talented guy, so that means a lot. And he's also just so humble and great. So thanks, Brian. Here's some more emotions.
And now we play in a band together occasionally, so that's pretty cool.
Thank you, Alex. Cameron Brown.
I just want to say one of the greatest experiences of my life was recording the Space Rhyme Continuum album. When all me and my rock school friends decided we wanted to be nerdy white rappers. And so
It was a dark, bleak time.
it was a weird time, but it was great. Those couple of weeks we were in here every day recording that really brought me out of my shell and pretty much fueled my recording experience and everything we ever did. So thanks for that, man.
Cameron Brown. Chris D has a little gift he wants to give you. It's a bag of germs. It's just a little thing.
My severance package or something?
Bro, I'll cuff our legs together right now and throw away the key, man. You're not going anywhere. But this card should be interesting.
Big props. Whoa. This is awesome. It's all the signatures from, are these all my students?
That's I think that's your whole cast, probably.
Oh, it's all the cast?
Yeah.
So there's like more people on here.
I think there's a little something in the bag for you too.
This is awesome.
I think there's a little something in the bag for you too.
What's
This is sick. Little abandoned luncheonette shirt.
There you go, a t-shirt.
That's so cool.
We actually have a cake, the 40th anniversary cake here that we're going to cut up and have some slices, and you guys are welcome to have a piece. We're going to get the show started in 1 other second. One last thing though, you know, we have a tradition, the students that really inspire us, that do the most shows, that make all-stars, get enshrined on our wall of fame. And we've never enshrined a teacher before, but tonight we're going to put Brian Davis up on the wall of fame, 40 shows. I left the All-Star logo up there because this guy has helped create more All-Stars than any teacher that has ever worked here. Just so you guys know, we've got classic metal, Van Halen, punk rock, Iron Maiden versus Judas Priest, Radiohead, U2, classic metal again, King Crimson, The Cowbell Show, Pink Floyd, speed metal, Bass Gods, Van Halen again, Guitar Gods, Women Who Rock, Iron Maiden versus Judas Priest again, prog rock, classic metal for a third time, unprecedented, best of the 90s, Tool vs. Mastodon, The Police, Drum Gods, shredding metal, AC/DC, Led Zeppelin, Radiohead, Guitar Gods, The Cowbell Show, King Crimson, Van Halen, Rush, Weezer, The History of Punk Rock, Frank Zappa, Bass Gods, Funk and Reggae, Beck, The Police, 1968, Hall & Oates, that's Brian Davis right there, let's hear it for him. 40 shows, hopefully 40 years. I hope we're here again.
Here's the 40 more.
In 13 years doing 80 shows. This guy is a great guy. Thank you guys for indulging us. Have a piece of cake if you want, and we're going to get the show on the road.